MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Jacob deGrom gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Here now is Trey Turner. He will lead this one off today. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a swing and a miss for strike one, as that's how this new season of baseball will get underway.
First pitch, 111.
Go next.
Grounded back up the middle. Reined in.
No.
Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game.
Batting second.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
I will.
In now is Adam Eaton, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. In previous duels with deGrom, comes in with 6 hits in 18 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Now a move over. The 1-0, and there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
Strike called. Now the throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Turner at third with nobody out. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2. And another foul ball. The 1-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was one strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
Striding in, Howie Kendrick, and their runners at the corners now. Here's the first pitch to him, and that misses ball one.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Runners are at first and third with none out. Two and one. sent on the ground out to second. And that's through for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 home. Misses. Ball 2. Now the 2-0.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
First and second here with nobody out. Popped him up. Ramos has a play. Makes the play. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 9, Eric Thames.
At the plate, Eric Thames. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 28, Kurt Suzuki.
Stepping in, Kurt Suzuki. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. Very high, 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 13.
So our situation as the bases loaded, 2 men out, and that'll bring in the switch hitting former All-Star Asdrubal Cabrera. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Ball 1. The set and the 1-1.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
The set and the 1-2. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Nationals lead it 1-0. Max Scherzer is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
200 strikeouts on the season last year. That's not an easy thing to do. You definitely consider this guy a strikeout pitcher. And if he brings the same stuff that he had last year into this new season, we could see more than 200 strikeouts 2 years in a row.
That's a hit, the first of the new campaign for the Mets.
Batting second, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. No balls and a strike to count. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And another throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 1-0. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Three and 0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Right side hit hard, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite-level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
1-0 the count. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. The set and the 2-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Thames will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here comes the first pitch. Now here's the pitch.
Down 1-1.
You can bet they love ball four here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Into the box, Max Scherzer.
Max Scherzer.
Now here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Marisnik is under it. 2 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1 the count to Trey Turner.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
3-1 to the National shortstop.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to left field. Cespedes is going back at the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom of the second. Washington leads this one 1-0. Leading off the inning, Wilson Ramos, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Wilson Ramos.
First pitch on its way.
That's the ball.
The 1-0.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
2-2 to the Mets catcher.
2-2.
The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Fouled away. The next 3-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. First pitch coming. Here it is.
You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his moving forward.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Bases are empty. One man out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Well, New York Mets fandom has really been taken to another level by that group decked out in orange in right center field. They got their name from the 7-line subway train that serves Citi Field, and it's become quite a big deal here in Queens.
No, Matt, they really go all out in support of this Mets team, and it's sort of become a movement amongst fans here in New York.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. It's been really great for the Mets organization. Digging in now, Jake Marisnick. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. From the belt, kicks and deals. The 0-1 on its way.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-1. Runners on first with one down. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate, Jacob deGrom, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. And that misses 1-1.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh, what a play that time, as that ball had extra bases written all over it. But with that catch, the inning is over. New inning set to get underway. Adam Eaton digging in next. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here. There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
2-0 to the Nationals center fielder. Outside, 3-0 now.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Here's the 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Nationals move out in front here 2-0.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started. But to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
Here's Howie Kendrick.
The second baseman.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High that time with the slider, taken for a ball. Juan Soto waits on deck. The 3-1. Popped him up. Ramos shading to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here now is Juan Soto. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch on its way. One out, nobody on. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Now the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Bases are empty, one man out. And the slider gets him swinging, two gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last two guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
At the plate now, Eric Thames. In the air, out to right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring in the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. First offering on its way. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's 2-0 Washington. Back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, action time.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
So striding forward now, J.D. Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. Davis, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
A bouncer up the middle. There's one. On to Zimmerman, and they get them both.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Digging in, Jeff McNeil. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
So here's Pete Alonso, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch coming. Here it is.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 out with the man at first. And that misses. 2-2. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now batting as Drupal Cabrera as we begin the top of the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
So now to the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. fouled away. Zimmerman, or just simply Zim. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Scherzer.
Into the box, Max Scherzer. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-1. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Next up for New York, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first with it is Kendrick, and it's in plenty of time for the first out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Weak roller right side. Scooped up. He'll feed it to Scherzer, covering to record the out.
The left fielder, number 52, Cespedes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Scherzer into the windup. Here's his offering.
Nope.
Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick.
2 strikes.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Mets strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. So it's back to the top of the order now, and into bat is Trey Turner.
Trey Turner.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
And now a pitch on the way.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Adam Eaton. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
1 ball, no strikes to count. On the move is Eaton. In there, now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. And it's fouled away. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit softly on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nationals leave 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jacob deGrom. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 home. Swing and a liner. Oh, but he robs him on a super diving catch.
The batter, number 1.
That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but it had base hit written all over it until the infielder made a nice diving stab on that one.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Thames is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. First pitch on its way.
Nope, at the ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And this is low. Ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing, and this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch.
Ball, that's too high.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Scherzer comes set. Here it is on 1-0. And he popped him up. And no one will track it down. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Mets leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Ready for another shot now. Eric Thames. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
2-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now, Kurt Suzuki. Fouled away. Windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. This is popped up. Alonso waits on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The third base.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Now at the plate as Drupal Cabrera, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2, and with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They're up 2-0. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. Grounded weakly toward third. Reined in. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
One away now for the Mets in the 6th. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Zimmerman is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Digging in once again, Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Scherzer looks in. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. A ball and a strike.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2. I got to count 2 and 2.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 2-0. Paul Sewald is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
Now at the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Zimmerman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The pitcher, number 31, Max Scherzer.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Max Scherzer, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch on its way. One out, nobody on. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Tapped out in front of home. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Nationals, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Standing in, Trey Turner. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
2 out, nobody on. Liner towards second. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Now back, the center fielder,
Adam Eaton will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First things first, here's a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch, and a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. The 1-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. One left for Washington as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the inning now, so coming to the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, to count.
Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. His second in as many trips to the plate.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Jake Marisnick. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set with the 0-1.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Cano comes into play with a slugging percentage over 490, just shy of 500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now. 1 out and a runner on second base. Two balls and a strike. Cano is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
At the plate now, Ahmed Rosario, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. This is skied into short left center. Soto is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. Justin Wilson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Now at the plate, Howie Kendrick. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Howie Kendrick.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. 0-1 the count. Wilson has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Line drive to left. And Kendrick has a base hit. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there. But the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Nobody out, runner on first. Hops this one up. Davis in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Wilson has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Another one sent foul. A runner at first with no outs here. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box now, Eric Thames. And he hits it hard to the right side. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping up now, Kurt Suzuki. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
The 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's outside.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start